Hey guys, welcome to another video. I thought I would do a little sped through of prepping some books for my new collection. It is going to be a collection of rebound journals, so they'll have coffee stained paper in them. I don't have a release date for this collection. I'm just starting to work on it, so we'll see how long it takes me to get it done. But yeah, I have this collection of books that came from a school library. They were getting rid of them. They were just actually going to go into a recycle bin. So I grabbed a bunch of them and I'm working on a stack of them right now and getting them prepped. Yeah, it's pretty easy to prep a book for turning it into a journal. You have to remove the text block, so it helps to have a really sharp knife, or like an X-Acto knife to get them out. A couple of the books were more glued in than others. More modern books, the text block or the set of papers are actually glued in, and that one that was right there with the red inside actually did not come apart well. I'm saving it for something else, but yeah, you just cut the binding paper and then carefully cut through glue and whatever else is under there. But I am really loving starting this work and exploring the world of bookbinding and making journals, and feel like I have finally settled on my calling. So yeah, it's really exciting. I find a lot of pleasure in working with paper and with the books and making something out of, things that were going to get thrown away and make it into something that's useful to people. In case you're wondering, for the text blocks, my plan is to use some of the paper for origami. I have in the past made origami jewelry, and I thought it would be neat to use the paper from the books. I've seen it, like book page crafts and things done. Here I'm trying to decide if I'm going to try and cut this text block out, because this one was really glued in, or if I was going to just remove the cover and use it for a later collection. But anyway, but using the book pages to do things like origami or, in different ways so that they're not just sitting around and collecting dust or going to the landfill or things like that. So the tape on these covers is because they had the plastic cover, like the wraparound cover that libraries put on, and they use a piece of tape to hold it in. So I just took the tape off and didn't mind if it tore the cover a little bit, because I am actually recovering these. I do show the process of this. I thought I cut this out. Yeah, this one ends up just kind of like not even coming out well. Yeah, try and decide if I'm gonna do it. Anyway, I'll just keep working on it. I work on this one for quite a bit before, I realize it's not going to work. But yeah, so that the text blocks and the book pages are not going to waste, I am going to use them for different projects and make some origami jewelry and see how it turns out. And maybe that's something that will show up later in the shop. I think this is about the point where I decide I'm just going to cut the cover. It's just, I can't salvage it. I can't salvage the spines. So I end up just cutting it out and cutting it off. And like I said, this one I will actually set aside for a future collection. But my goal is to have 30 books for this release, so it may take me a little bit to get them all done, but I'm gonna keep pushing through and get them done, because yeah, I'm really loving this process. And like I said, they'll all be filled with coffee stained paper, and I'm going to do a but another like one of these flip through videos showing kind of the process of covering them. Like I think I'll do one for each step in the process. So I'm actually just using plain old masking tape to reinforce the spines. This all gets covered up, and it's just to give it a little bit more stability for when I stitch in the new pages, because it's going to have like single, stitched in signatures of pages. So it's just plain old masking tape, like basic masking tape, nothing fancy, but it gives some more stability to the spine and gives it just a little bit more strength, and covers up the rough and loose edges of the paper so that when I do go to recover things, it's a more smooth surface to work with. So I just go through all of them. It really takes no time at all to do this process. I think I did 9 books, including the one that ended up just cutting the cover apart, and it was probably about 45 minutes to get through all the books. So I don't think that's too bad. That's like 5 minutes a book to get the text block out and then put in the masking tapes. So not too long. It's the next process, the finishing off the covers and the coffee dyeing and everything, that takes a little bit, but I think it's worth it. I'm excited to launch this collection soon. But yeah, you can subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. When it does go live, I will be doing a reveal, and you can also follow my shop on Etsy and see when things are, so you can see what comes up and be notified when they're released. So yeah, that's about it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all very soon.